Hi my Libras, how you doing? Welcome to your 5 till 16 January 2021. Welcome to the new year general love reading. For those of you that do follow my channel, and which I really appreciate, you will know that I uploaded the mid-December till mid-January love reading. You can check it out on my main handle, H and Great Life, and you can see all the beautiful thumbnails there created by my amazing friend who does my thumbnails. And you can also contact her directly via a link down below in the description. It says AC Digital Marketing Solutions. Okay, so I'm going to draw you an oracle card, going to do your tarot, going to clarify your tarot, and I'm going to end off with a message from our cosmic mother, the moon. All right, general reading, take what resonates. If you're on a cusp, I recommend that you look at both readings so you get a better understanding of what's going on. You know what, I'm going to take the two cards. So we're going to take you two cards. Let's see what we have. They say I should do the bottom one first. So it says a grand symphony. Focus is love. A grand symphony. Things turning out better than you would have expected. I feel that some of you will really, and remember when I look at a love reading, first of all I focus on you. I've got nothing to do with other people's energies because we are looking at your energy. And it's like you were trying to really make things work, like you were trying to manifest the perfect situation, the perfect, you know, sort of couple type of vibe, yeah. And with love, also, this is what I wanted to say. I focus on how love affects your life and how your life is affected, you know, by love, like the two vice versa. I really see things panning out here for you. Like some of you were at this point where it's almost like in a sense you were giving up. Like, you know, you sort of said, this is it, no more, done with it. You know, like Boys to Men says, end of the road. You were done with this. You were done with this vibe. And this is literally one of the situations where life may really take your breath away. Like the best is literally yet to come, you know. It's almost like some of you were holding on a little tightly. It's almost like you were stifling the universe. Like, you know, like when you hug someone, but you hug them a little bit too tightly, that it becomes almost like, oh, I need to breathe. I love you too, but you know, that type of thing. Some of you were holding on to things quite tightly over here. And it became an uncomfortable situation, even for the universe, you know. And when you let go a little bit, oh, look at this. This is why I could take two cards for you. Now that I look at it, a deep breath. It's like you're just giving your mind a moment to relax. You know, many of you, and obviously life was quite challenging, you know, there for a period. So many of you try to have things as sorted as you possibly could, you know, but you became a little bit of a patroller. You're like, you know, people in general could have started to find you a little bit overwhelming, even though you had the best of intentions, you know. Obviously, we also had that full moon on the 29th of December 2020 in Cancer. And so a lot of maybe sort of like suppressed feelings and emotions and things like that that you may not even have been aware of having. You know, you thought you dealt with these things. They started to come out to the surface. And maybe not in the most fashionable sort of way, but, you know, this is one of those things where sometimes things need to be said, but nobody really says it. Nobody does anything about it. And then it just sort of just came out. Okay? And it's almost like where you might have expected this huge sort of confrontation and fight and everything, where actually you now have space to breathe and you're realigning with the beauty of life, the beauty of yourself. Possibilities are just kind of coming to you, opportunities presenting themselves to you, and obviously, you know, really being back in that flow of love. I feel that some of you were not quite there. You needed some rest and you weren't giving yourself the rest because, I mean, you know, goodness forbid you sort of rest type of thing. Let's do your tarot. So we're looking at the recent past, what brought you to where you currently are. Yeah, some decisions needed to be made there. You kind of had to become, in a sense, it almost feels like your worst enemy because you had to say to yourself, hold up, just hold on a moment, Okay, let's just breathe here. That type of thing. Those are too many cards. Okay. So, let me show you what you got. So for your recent past, the energy that brought you to where you currently are is the Queen of Swords. This is this hard fact that you had to accept, this realization. This was not an easy moment. This was a bit, tumultuous. It wasn't cool. But it brought you to this moment, the Six of Wands, where you're beautifully in flow again, and the Seven of Pentacles, which is what's coming towards you. So, you know, some of you had to realize that some people were actually right. It was a bit of a tough call, that one. You had to accept certain things about yourself that you didn't necessarily like. Had to accept that you're not Superwoman or Superman. That you're a human being made of flesh and blood. That you needed rest, that you needed time out, that you couldn't save the world, that you couldn't save everyone. I feel that you were faced with very, and I'm going to choose my words very carefully here, but it feels like you were faced with life situations that felt very unfair and took you into very dark spaces that you felt you weren't worthy of. But when you really look at things, it's also that you might have realized that a lot of things, they actually say all things, were kind of your fault. Tough one to accept. You know, that many of the things were actually, and again, they're like all the things, it was your fault. Okay? And you had to accept that within the situation about yourself. This is almost like when you get magical powers and they say, like, if you touch the hot plate, you're not going to burn your hand, you know, but initially you have to take that risk, you know, or they say that you learn to fly, but you have to sort of leap off the building, you know, you sort of had to do that ultimate kind of test, and you don't know how willing you were to do it, you know. With the current energy, the Six of Wands, this is you reaping the benefits of the shadow work that you have done, all right, where you currently are. This is you reaping the benefits. And also, it seems like you were hung up on somebody here, you know, and now what might have been sort of like your crutch has become sort of like your, you know, your next sort of stepping stone. And I'm not sure though, you could sort of be going into a single stage here by choice because it's the best selling thing for all. Also a great sense of independence, you know, so taking time out for yourself, just to be by yourself. I feel that was sort of missing in your life, you know. All right, let's clarify. Let's look at the Queen of Swords. Let's look at what we got there for the Queen of Swords. Okay, interesting stuff. Alrighty, so with the Queen of Swords, in your recent past, you got the Empress, you got the Chariot, and you got the Ten of Wands. So, this is, you know, I feel this is a powerful point you got to, but it's not necessarily that it was that you enjoyed it type of thing. So you could see the value of it and you could appreciate the value of it, but you didn't necessarily enjoy it. But some of you were realizing that, and even though this reading focuses on love, this is more like a you in your personal life sort of thing, you know, where it's like you've been out of flow with the flow of abundance, manifestation, life, not receiving, not getting, and you realize that you were the problem, you know. You realize that the flow was always there, that you were the one that was not in alignment with the flow, and it's like you, instead of trying to deny this truth, you sort of started to say that, you know what, I'm going to be willing to see what this is all about. Okay, which is a very brave thing to do, actually. And so it's like you started to move forward, little bit more day by day, doing things, maybe crafty sort of things, or whatever the case may be. In actual fact, now that I say that, I actually recall that a very good friend of mine who is a Libra actually did that. And it's like you needed to, in a sense, allow yourself to be soft and gentle, and I don't know, I want to say fragile and frail, but more not sort of as this person always had to know what to do. Okay, you had to almost allow yourself to be confused, so you could know what that confusion was about, so you could have a clear understanding of what it is that you needed to get rid of. Okay, very interesting vibe. Let's look at your current energy. Card immediately flipping around. Oh my goodness. Magical stuff, magical stuff, magical stuff. So there's something that you have to accept here. I'll tell you now. So clarifying the Six of Wands. In your current energy, the first card that came out as a clarifier was also the Six of Wands. So for many of you, you may feel that where you currently are, that you're not yet healed, that you're not yet ready. You've got the Fool in reverse, and you've got the Seven of Pentacles. There's something that you need to face here first. Lovers here on top of the deck. Here's a situation here from the past. An ex-lover, a previous lover. Somebody's popping up very unexpectedly. They're not necessarily welcome. Situation, something that you thought that you have dealt with. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic situation, but it definitely has something to do with money. Okay, coming towards you, Seven of Pentacles. Energy coming towards you is that one sticking out. Okay, so you're dealing with that situation. So yeah, for many of you, this is not so much a time of new beginnings. It's more like letting go of that which was holding you back. Because many of you, I'm looking at the card on the top of the deck here, and the next one that actually comes out as well, and this one. Justice, Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, sorry, came out first. Six of Cups there. Okay, I'm not going to keep on because the story just goes on and on and on. But what it basically comes down to is that there is a past situation that you need to make peace with. That there's too many loose ends sort of hanging around. Okay? And then for coming towards you was the Four of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ten of Swords. So, yeah. This is you realizing that, so you're getting the stability within yourself. There's this faith, this hope, this trust that's returning that might have been gone for a while. There's new hope here for you. You're looking forward into life with hope again, with positivity. And you realize that actually means that you have to release this past, which you actually are. Okay. I say I should draw one more card for you. Let's see what we get. We're going to draw it for this Wheel of Fortune specifically. Okay. Let's see what we have, Libras. A lot of cards, but okay, that's fine. So we got the Judgment card, the World, the Ten of Cups, and the Star. So things are definitely looking up here for you. End of a situation, you know that it's the end of the situation, and it's actually in accepting that it's the end of the situation that you are getting this fulfilling family life that many of you are so desperately seeking. And with the Star there, I don't know what's going on with Virgo energy, but it's all over the readings today. But yeah, definitely moving into a new phase there, quite a positive new phase there for you. Okay, and if that resonates with you, Libra, claim it in your heart. I would appreciate a like from you. I always welcome a comment. I love reading comments, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, I would appreciate you subscribing, hitting that notification bell. Let's end off with a card from the moon, our cosmic mother. Okay, our cosmic mother is a bit moody right now. Let's see what she has. South Note. Don't let the past hold you back. That's what we were talking about. You know, don't let the past hold you back. This is a time to move forward, and know that you are worth all the beautiful things on this planet. And so it is. See you next time. Bye.